A very good afternoon to all. Yesterday we have seen the classification of the wound, and today there is continuation of the classification of the wound. Why we need to classify the wound, especially in the case of surgical wounds. Okay, so the goal for classification of surgical wound is to increase positive surgical outcome. Means we have to make the patients well after the surgery by decreasing the perioperative complications. Perioperative, that we have discussed before, that peri, that includes all three terms, that is pre, intra and post-operative. So to decrease that complication from misidentified risk factors for infection and the sepsis, means they are removing the factors or risk factors for which they can cause the infection and the sepsis. Next importance, that is they are predictor of post-surgical site infections. Means we can predict the surgical site. Risk-adjusted data will impact a healthcare statistics and the grades. Means healthcare statistics, that is related to morbidity, mortality, other data, and they have to adjust the data. Next, drives a quality improvement initiatives, means we can do a improvement in the health status, that is a qualitative improvement. Next, there are divided into four areas, that is depends on which are the so that is class 1, class 2, class 3 and class 4. Class 1, that is clean, contaminated and dirty wounds. Okay, clean wound, that is only 2%. Clean contaminated, that is 5 to 15%. Contaminated, that is greater than 15%, and dirty wounds, that is greater than 30%. Okay, so predict the risk of post-operative infection. They are based on the assessment of bacterial load at the time of surgery, means which are the chances or which are the bacteria they can be entered at the time of the surgery. They assess the surgeons to determine his or her approach to post-operative care. So the classification based on that, or based on the examples of the wounds, we can plan a post-operative care for the patients and which care they must prevent infection and sepsis in the patients. First classification, that is clean wound. Okay, so which are the clean wounds? Means clean means that wound is very clean, means there is no any inflammation. That first, that is respiratory, gastrointestinal, genital and urinary tracts. They are not entered, means the microorganisms, they have not entered in these tracks. There is no break in the aseptic techniques, means the healthcare workers who are taking care of the patients, they are strictly maintaining all the aseptic techniques to prevent the infection. Next, there's no any sign of the inflammation, because wounds, by the name we can see that it's a clean wound, so there is no any single sign of the inflammation. Examples, there is a breast surgery, C-section, there is a cesarean section with non-ruptured membranes, exploratory laparotomy with no bowel resection. It is laparotomy, that is a completely examination of the abdominal organs and also the reproductive organs. Next, surgery of the eyes, hernia repair and total joint arthroplasty. Okay. So these are the surgery and they comes under the class 1, and the wound which results from this surgery, they are clean wound. Second is clean contaminated. The wound is clean, but that is slight contaminate. So respiratory, gastrointestinal, genital or urinary tract is entered under a controlled condition. Means the condition is controlled, not a serious. No major break in aseptic technique means the healthcare workers they have maintained the aseptic techniques. There is no any acute inflammations and no any spillage of the tissue. So first that we have seen that is clean wound. Second one is the clean contaminated. Examples that is cholecystectomy, that is a removal of the gallbladder. Next, gastrointestinal procedures means any procedure of the GI tract. Gynecological procedures, that is any procedures that is due to any gynecological problems, and urological procedures that is related to a renal. Next is the contaminated wound. So contaminated means there are entry of the microorganisms, that is acute non-purulent inflammation. They are encountered purulent and non-purulent. Okay, acute and chronic, that is clear. Acute that develops suddenly and chronic that develops gradually. Purulent, that is the area or site under that there is a pus formation, and non-purulent ones there is no any pus formation under the sites. So acute non-purulent inflammation that is encountered, the wound that is open, fresh and accidental wounds. Operations with major breaks in sterile technique means sterility is not maintained, visible spillage from the intestinal tract. Okay? The spillage of the tissues from the intestinal tract it is easily visible, and necrotic tissues without evidence of purulent drainage. In necrotic tissues, they are black or blue color tissues. They develop due to less oxygen supplies. That is a necrotic tissue. And without the evidence of the purulent drainage means under the tissues there is no any pus formation or no any drainages there. Examples: appendectomy, that is removal of the appendix; bowel resection for infarcted and for necrotic bowel. Okay? Infarcted bowel, they are infarction and necrosis. They both the result due to ischemia. Means the body part or tissues they are not getting proper oxygen and they develop the bluish and black discoloration, that is infarction or necrosis. Cholecystectomy, that is removal of gallbladder with acute inflammation or bile spillage. Compromise integrity of sterile fields means the sterility in the complete procedure that is not completely maintained. Okay. So these are the examples. And next, that is last, that is a dirty wound. Okay. First clean, second clean contaminated, third contaminated, and last is the dirty wound. Dirty is it's a completely filled with pus or abscess. Pus formation, that is purulent drainage, and abscess, that is accumulation of the fluids. Okay. So that are perforated viscera means the organs or the cavity that is perforated, and they maybe there is chances that there is accumulation of the pus and the. Next is fecal contamination means the drainage which comes out from the body, so that is also contaminated. Traumatic wounds with retained devitalized tissues. Okay? Devitalized tissues, yesterday we have discussed, and traumatic wounds is due to any trauma with retained means they are inside. What are inside? They are devitalized tissues, the tissues which are developed due to less oxygen supplies. Next is the wet gangrene. Okay, gangrene, that is a complication in the patients with the diabetes. Example: amputation in the presence of infection. Amputation means uh, example, that is below knee amputation, means removal of the body part. Below knee means the part above the knee is removed, and that is known as the below knee amputation. Done due to presence of any infection. Laparotomy for intra-abdominal abscess. Inside the abdomen, there is collection of the fluids. Okay, abnormal collection of fluids, that is known as the abscess. So laparotomy is done. Incision and drainage. Incision, that is small cut that is made over a skin, and drainage, that is the fluid or pus which is accumulated, that is removed, and that is shortly written as IND, that is incision and drainage, for any infection or for any abscesses. Next, ruptured appendicitis means if the appendix is ruptured, the patient's body, and it comes under a dirty wound. Ruptured bowel with or without fecal contamination. So the bowel is ruptured and there is a fecal contamination. Ruptured gastric ulcer means if patients, they have history of a gastric ulcer and it is also a rupture. So the collection inside that ulcer, that is spreading over a whole body. So these are the classifications. At the end of surgical procedures, during the surgical team, they debriefing. This ensure any events that occur during the surgery that may influence food class they are considered. Means if any complications, any surgery, if any special notes are then it must be noted in the post-operative notes. So these are about the classifications. Under that, mainly four classifications, that is clean, clean contaminated, contaminated, and dirty wounds. Clean wounds, that is a clean. There are no any pus, no any sewage is there. Next is clean, contaminated, means slight degree of sterility is disturbed. Next is contaminated, means there are contamination of the fecal materials may be there, and last is the dirty. T is purulent wound, means pus formation or abscess may be there. So for classification under a surgical wound. Thank you.